Okay, Lonnie, this video is for you. Sorry that it's very dirty in my garage, but I just had an inspiration because I hit like 40,000 balls trying to get a real serve, watching all the videos. And I realized when I boil it all down, it's really still just my pancake serve, which I did have one. Like good, you know, like yours or Amy's. But with literally just one little difference. So on the pancake serve, you have your hand like in your Eastern grip, like this, you know what I'm saying? And the reason you do that is because the opposable thumbs, like that gives us control. But and you have everything is right that you're doing, literally. There's like only one small change. So instead of having it like this, just turn it a quarter turn, the same grip onto to the left. So it looks like this. And you're gonna still have that opposable thumb like control. And the only thing that is, you keep the toss the same. I know Lonnie goes, you go down and to up. Amy doesn't because she's tall like me. We just go boom. And I could hit the corners too. But the only reason why I'm showing you this is because this will add more spin and power. And if there's one thing that I know, as you get older, you have more time for tennis. And so you want to be good when you're older, and you like to have sex. And I already know that because of you, Lonnie. Actually, like older people have the highest rates of STD. I just wanted to bring that up. I'm a nurse, so I'm a dork. But anyway, so instead of like with your pancake, you're taking it back and you're like this, right? And you're hitting it and you get that power, you get that direction and everything. You're gonna keep it the same, only now you're still low, but you're just turned it. And it's not almost, it's like, for me, it's not even like a full continental. So the check is kind of like, you feel control and your wrist will go limp, okay? And the only thing that's gonna change is like, when you go back and you go to do your pancake, well, you're not gonna go like this. So it actually just forces you to take it back like this. Okay, so you might be a little more on edge, but really if you keep your toss the same, when you come up is more on edge, it's like you're drawing it and keep your toss the same. You just have this more control to get a, because you're not gonna even pronate. Pronating is just what your natural arm is. So you take it back, and then when you come back, see how it's more like this? It forces you to be like this, and then that's when you come up and then you make contact with the ball. This part right here is what like lets you basically get spin on it, which spin makes the bounce trajectory like, so it's higher and bouncing. So power is like your timing, which you guys both have because you're like standing still, you're keeping it all the same. Like you could do your serve on your knees. The only thing is like when you're coming back, just drop it like this and look at how close I am. Like this is my pancake. This is my regular serve. So I spent a lot of time wasting. Like I am just back to the pancake. But that really helps you kind of like paint it through there and like keep that whole motion the same. But see how the racket drops like this? That is what gives you, it could also give you a little more power because when you're coming up on the side, you have less air friction, but really it's just like being able to get that spin. If you keep the toss where you're at, like above your head, that's your kick serve, which is like the best spinny serve there is. So if you just do that alone, so you're like this, and then drop it back like this instead of like that, and like this, and then come up, hit. That's it. There's literally nothing else. Like your footwork, the take back, everything, instead of this, the open, you just keep it closed because it's kind of going to force you anyway, because you basically can't go, when you're taking it back, here's the pancake, right? Okay, and now I just turn it to the side, a 1/4 inch. I still have I like to put my trigger finger here and my thumb up the side, but it's like kind of like drawing. So then you take it back, but this, if I went like this, that's like almost awkward. So it's just gonna force you to drop it back here, and then you're coming up. So it's like a springboard. And then you're just doing the same thing. But what it'll allow you is still have that power, still have that direction, but just be able to brush across the ball. If you keep, when you toss up over your head, that's your kick serve, which is like what you guys are doing already. And you'll get brush on it, which is like the one that's super spinny and it kind of has a high arc and then pops up real fast. That one's like the one that gets a lot of people. But anyway, I think if you had that, then you have a golden age game for yourself. So it's just like, instead of the pancake take back, it's just 1/4 turn over, still that low wrist. That's the key. This is the pancake grip, right? You just turn it this way. And then if I took it back, I'm not gonna go like this. I'm gonna go over my head. That's it. Just go over your head and then come up. And that's like where you contact the ball. And when you come across it like that, that gives it a lot of spin and power too. And the more you drop it, it really doesn't matter. It's just down, up. Just like when you were doing your pancake serve, the down, up, that's a catapult. I mean, this is physics 101. So just this, so it always, you never open. It just makes you stay closed, but you're still coming up, and it's not like you're gonna, it's not like a volley, you know, you're not like this. It's really much lower and super loose, and then you go like this, and you really can I feel like I have more control over it, but it never clicked with me with that continental. But anyway, I hope this helps you. The pancake. So you're like, oh, if I did it like this, oh, just a side pancake. There you go. So there's nothing else. And if you're facing more forward, that's where I would start. But if you kind of feel a little more like you kind of got that down, then you can just turn, keep your same footing where you have 1 foot in forward and 1 foot back, and then just turn a little bit your hips towards the sideline. And that will give you kind of more area to come across the ball and hit it, and still keep that toss exactly where it is, in front of you into the court. Don't change anything else you're doing besides this 1/4 turn. Instead of this. That's it. Okay. Hope you have a good weekend. Bye.